Interesting bit of news here in the cruiserweight division. Masternak has abandoned his mandatory title challenge against Jay Opetaia, and therefore the IBF have ordered Richard Riakporhe to be the mandatory for Jay Opetaia instead. They've got 30 days to negotiate, and if a deal isn't reached, then purse bids will be held on July 14. And the split for this will be 65-35 in favor of Opetaia, which for a mandatory is pretty generous, 35%. Will Richard Riakporhe take it though? Because Riakporhe is a stablemate of Chris Billam-Smith, who's the current WBO Cruiserweight World Champion. You would imagine that Riakporhe would want to fight Chris Billam-Smith because he's already beaten him once. Maybe he would think that that's an easier path to a world title. But Chris Billam-Smith has got to rematch Lawrence Okolie. Last we heard anyway, I don't know if it's official, Lawrence Okolie was intending to activate the rematch clause. So that would tie Billam-Smith up probably for the remainder of the year. Would Riakporhe want to wait? Maybe take a tune-up fight in the meantime and then fight the winner of Lawrence Okolie, Chris Billam-Smith rematch in early 2024? Or does he back himself to beat Jay Opetaia? Again, it's a good split and it's an opportunity to win a world title against Opetaia and sail off into the sunset. You don't have to have a rematch if you're a mandatory challenger and you manage to beat the champion. I know in recent years, some mandatory challengers have decided to waive that right, but you don't have to. And so there it is for Richard Riakporhe, a 35% split for a IBF title shot against Jay Opetaia. Will Richard Riakporhe go for it? Or will he look at one of the other champions, be it Chris Billam-Smith or somebody else in the cruiserweight division? Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. And I have to imagine that most of you, if Riakporhe decided to take on Opetaia, would be picking Opetaia, not Richard Riakporhe. Opetaia impressed a lot of people with his performance against Myris Breedis. And because of that, I think most people would be picking him over Riakporhe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you sick and tired of the mainstream mindset? Does the dogmatic conformity and pathological ignorance have you tearing your hair out in frustration? Then don't be alone. Come and join our brotherhood on Patreon. We stand as a beacon of reason against an army of insanity. You'll gain access to my weekly topical podcast where we take more deep dives than Jacques Cousteau on an endless variety of subjects. There's also videos, interviews, live Q&As, as well as a vast back catalogue of previous episodes, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen via the Patreon app or download in high-quality MP3. Connect with myself and hundreds of other members in our Element chat group. There's no contract, no commitment, you can cancel at any time, and it's cheaper than a Mickey D's McMuffin. Just head to my Patreon page via the link below this video and select the tier called the Brotherhood of Reason. I'll see you over there.